welcome to Official Joel TV. Today I'll be running you through the key elements that forms a criminal offense. Generally speaking, an offense is made up of two elements required for the commission and liability. These elements are: number one, the physical element, which is the actus reus, and the mental element, which is the mens rea. The physical element of an offense is quite straightforward and easy to ascertain. It is objective rather than the mental element, which is subjective. Actus reus may be an act or omission of the offender or even the consequence of the actions done. In the offense of stealing, for example, taking possession of an unowned object is an act that constitutes the actus reus of the offense. Also, in the offense of murder, it is the death of the victim, which is a consequential effect of the real action of the offender. For example, shooting or stabbing. That right there amounts to the real actus reus of the offense, as it is a case of causation. The second element is the mens rea, the mental position of the mind. The English doctrine of the mens rea, applicable in Nigeria, emphasizes that unless as expressly provided by a statute, the guilty mind of an offender must be proven for culpability. In other words, unless otherwise provided, the definition of any crime requires the fulfillment of a mental element for liability. The recognizable levels of culpability to an offense is dependent on the form of mental element involved. The Model Penal Code of the Model Penal Code of the United States of America, which Nigeria emulated, defined 4 levels of culpability, namely purposely, knowingly, recklessly, and negligently. The different levels are categorized based mainly on the foresightedness and desire of the offender. If the offender foresaw the crime and desired it, then it was intentional. If he foresaw it but he did not desire it, then it was reckless. A negligent offender that did not foresee the criminal consequence of his actions, even though he could reasonably have, could be considered as negligent. Well, the aforementioned elements are elements that complete a crime and gives culpability to the offender. For a crime to exist, there must have been the action, which is the actual commission of the offense, and that is the actus reus. And for the actual commission to exist, there must have been a guilty mind, that is a mental position to actually commit this crime. That is the mens rea. A crime cannot be complete with the absence of any of these two elements. And of course, we have case scenarios whereby there is the actus reus, which means there is the actus reus, a crime has been committed, but the person who committed this crime is with an innocent mind. Let me set an example of a person who drives while being drunk driving, and leads to an homicide. Such person will not be charged with murder, as the person did not maliciously kill whosoever he killed on the road. But he's going to be charged with manslaughter because he owes such road user a duty of care and he shouldn't be drunk while driving. So things like this are what negates or makes a crime incomplete. Notice that the completion of these two elements, where in a scenario where there is the presence of mens rea and there is the presence of actus reus, then this is a complete crime and the prosecution just has to prove the presence of these two elements. This is Official_Joel TV. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Like and follow for more.